これがアメリカンジョークです。なるほど。
The Cage is an invite-only event where freaks come together and you can see 2,000-pound totals put together in a 30-second time span. Now that line requires some context to understand how awesome that is. And that is totally okay. Now let me make it a bit easier to understand. A powerlifting meet is a testosterone-fueled get-together tea party for wannabe athletes, where some random guy brings his grandma along who screams, "Let's fucking go!" And I find that absolutely beautiful. The Cage is a hype event that happens to have powerlifting in it. I say this because all these freaks that come in, they are brands in their own right. There is a little fence separating the athletes from the spectators. It's knowingly made to be this corny. It's almost a attempt at making it poetic. Oh, we are gladiators, we are hardcore, we are warriors and stuff. People are aware about it. We are not stupid, but it's still awesome. That is the word for it. The tree trunk, the thickest man on earth, Dan Green pulled 900 without even a belt. In the age of the internet, a lot of things are made irrelevant due to sheer noise, but not that deadlift. A lot of people remember that, and we just right in our pants remembering that. Now I know this will sound quite pretentious and also a bit cringe, but I find the Cage footage almost artistic. I don't actually care how these people are in real life. Maybe they like eating ass. We are made in God's image, and that is not how you wanted us to be. You can also tell that I don't like curries, huh? The last Cage event happened in 2019, and I can tell you, people simply stop giving a shit because there's so much stuff happening these days. But once it happens, the Cage is a lot of hype. It is allegedly considered the Super Bowl of powerlifting. I don't know who says it because I've never heard it before. They simply say it on the website. Now in this video, I'll be covering the highlights. Bit of a positive news. A marriage proposal actually happened at the event. The guy in the video is William Blazinski. He's an arm wrestler. Now I will not comment anything about this video. You can just watch it. Bit of a curveball because it is not something you expect to happen at a sports expo. But when good things happen, we should accept them.
Thank you so much for being here. I guess I should do the honors now. She said yes, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just reminding, but if you want to watch the full video, there's always links in description. Now if I say that Julius Maddox was invited to the Cage event, you would obviously think, hey, he probably benched, and you would be right. He did bench. Julius Maddox attempted a 740 bench and actually did it. Is it me physically shaming him if I say that his arm size is probably bigger than most people's thighs? I already know half of you can't read, but we are on to the third news. Nadia stormed Stovers. Nadia pulled off a 301 log press. I know you likely don't know what the log press is all about or what the strength standards are for that. It is simply 7 pounds away from the world record of 308 pounds. I will not make further comments on this lift on the grounds that I don't actually know much about strongmen, but I can say that Nadia Sha has a badass name. If you're thinking, hey, this guy does not even know much about what he's talking about, to that I will reply that you're probably right.
Damn right!
That is what all YouTubers are, just random people on the internet screaming into the mic. Apart from legends like Candido, I forgot rest of the names. Most of us are just totally winging it. I swear to God, don't ever forget it, you cum guzzler.
I should never have said that.
Now next is some Asian guy who bleeds while squatting. Andy Huang squatted 800 whole pounds for 4 repetitions. This is not the first time Andy has come for the Cage. He came in 2018 too. And he did a deadlift set of 5 repetitions with the same exact weight. I've been following the guy on Instagram for a long time. Believe me, this set of squats, this is the strongest I've seen him. About the blood thing that I just talked about, Andy actually posted a video on Instagram where he was squatting and due to high amount of pressure due to bracing, his nasal cavity blood vessels simply burst open. Now in Andy's video, I've seen him train with some guy who they call John Hack. This guy came to the Cage and deadlifted 915 pounds. In the current era of powerlifting, whatever that is, John is easily among the top 5 strongest people that we currently have. If by some chance you're not aware, John holds a world record in the 90 kg weight class. If for a 90 kg lifter I had to say his percentile in strength or for his total, he would be at 100th percentile. So you can say he's occasionally strong, I guess. Among the young bloods, new and upcoming athlete Tyson Rydnor holds 1000 pounds. Tyson almost blew up on the internet and he used to receive a lot of hate for his sumo form. He likely still does. That's a universal thing for sumo pullers. But almost everything gets hate on the internet, so it does not carry much weight. Even Rachel McAdams could not escape it, even though she's a dazzling angel.
Simp bitch.
You have to keep in mind that almost everything I say, the ratio of me actually being a total idiot to voluntarily choosing weirdness, the ratio is almost 50-50, and it can be hard to tell which is which. Now here's one of the best powerlifters of Canada. Alex Charuk pulled 675 pounds for 8 repetitions. Fast repetitions, eyes popping out, veins showing. That's pretty hardcore, huh? Now I should mention this was done after he hit 800 for 2 repetitions, but I could not find the footage, so you will have to be okay with this only. The Australian powerlifter, Lily Riley, she squatted 605 with wraps. Let me call out the obvious, that was not depth. But the cage is not a meet, it's a hype event. It's a showmanship of strength. Wraps limit your range of motion and Lily knows this. She would not choose this weight in the actual meet. If I ignore the depth issue, the squat is actually quite aesthetic. Phil Herndon squatted 914 pounds. That is almost 415 kgs. In the 275 pounds, 120 kg category, that is an all-time world record. But hey, this is not a sanctioned meet. That simply means we should count it as if it never happened. With my accent, it's hard to tell, but that was me being sarcastic. Now, Phil here is a bit of an interesting guy because he is someone that you can call a squat record specialist. According to his social media, he has 4 different types of squat records. Another powerlifter, Brad Shepard, actually topped Phil's squat. He squatted 948 pounds. But the only difference was that Phil's squat was done in sleeves, while Brad's squat was done in wraps. Brad later attempted the 1008 pound squat, but could not get it. Ken Cooper, Ginger Gules. Ken came to my attention when I heard that he injured himself while squatting. To call it an injury would be a bit of an understatement because there were chances that he would never lift again, but he beat the odds and came out with a fucking PR. I'll put the link in description for his Instagram story about his recovery. You should really watch it. At the event, Ken put up a total of 2100 pounds. That included 700 pound squat, 550 bench, 850 deadlift done for a double, and all of these lifts were done raw. Justin Supley pulled 904. Can't actually tell from the video, but Justin is really tall. He's like 6'4", 6'5" something. Then there is Dan Green, he pulled 705. The second last highlight is of Hunter Henderson. She's an IPP Pro woman bodybuilder and she squatted 650 pounds for a triple. Even though I'm much weaker than her, but I will take the pleasure of saying that the squat looks pretty okay. Now for the last highlight, Shireen Marcel did a 600 pounds for a double. Despite me repeating that it's not a sanctioned meet, but Shireen is the only one who is actually meeting depth standards of the squat. That's it from my side. Maybe the cage will come back, maybe it will not, and maybe an asteroid will hit the earth and we will all die. My name is Anya, I'm from India. I make a lot of philosophical bullshit video essays around powerlifting, fitness, bodybuilding. If you like that content, you should totally subscribe because I'm trying to grow a channel, I guess. Hey, so bye.